This video is going to be referencing my previous video, which is a time lapse of the closet you see here. But before I get into the cost of that closet, there's two things I want to mention real quick. If you decide to do something like this yourself, when you're sourcing the material, I would try to find one that has a color matching caulk. So here you saw there was some white stuff on the side. I don't know if it was on the material or it's glue that the guy put on there by accident, but either way, I was able to just completely make it essentially disappear by covering it up with the color matching caulk. The shelf installation is going to be a little bit different than anything you've probably seen before. So you have to route the inside of the side of the shelf. You then attach these, this product is called strip locks, to the side of each panel. And then what happens is you just slide the shelf right in. Now here you can see how loose the panel is because this isn't attached to the backing because, well, there just wasn't enough space in this closet to do it, to attach the backing because of the way the closet is shaped. But you can see here that after you put the shelf in, it really tightens everything up. It gives it and you'll see in a second how it gives you a really, really custom look. Now there's a bit of space in the back, and that's because I initially put the sides on the panels to see what it would look like for one, and I decided that I'm actually going to go ahead and take a ½ inch off of the back of all of the shelves and have all of them inset a ½ inch. So for me to actually be able to stick this shelf all the way to the back, I'd have to take the two side strip locks that were attached to the panels and move them back a ½ inch, which I'm going to do at some point in the future. And here's what that's going to look like. Now let's talk about the cost. The melamine sheets, and this price includes the edge banding for the material, was $940.58. My 2 deliveries so far have cost me $200, and my labor for this, as of now, is $400. To account for miscellaneous items like nails and screws, maybe that caulking, we can round this up to, say, $1,600. I can't imagine that my remaining costs are going to be anywhere near $1,400, but I have been wrong before. But even then, at a $3,000 price point, once this closet is all said and done, I can tell you that from multiple price quotes, the lowest one that I got was about $10,000. Another one was somewhere between 12 and 16, depending on specifics that I wanted. So this is going to be substantially cheaper to do this way than had I gone with one of those closet companies. Keep in mind that this closet is 23.5 inches deep. Most people, in fact, in my other 3 closets that I did in my home, I actually went 15.5 inches deep, and by doing that, you bring your cost of materials down by 33% on the melamine alone. I do have video of a 10-foot wide reach-in closet that I did at the same time that I was doing this master. But before I did both of these, I did another 2 in my house where I wanted to make sure that my ideas were going to work. So I don't have video of those, but those were probably like a 7x6 U-shaped closet that's also a walk-in, but it's much smaller than this one. And then an L-shaped that happens to be in the same room as this master. So that this master bedroom has two walk-in closets, the big one, and then one that's maybe 5x5 or 6x5. Let's talk about the dimensions. The depth of the base, side panel, and top is the same throughout. In this unit, it's 23.5 inches, which means that the backing sits behind the entire structure. So you can attach the backing to the base from behind, and then you can attach the top to the backing from above the unit and put a screw that goes through the top and the backing and into a stud, and then it will really secure everything into place. The top and the base here are 2 inches thick, and then the side panels are 92 inches high. Since some of those are 96 and the backing is 96, it allows you to put the entire structure together pretty easily. Here are the dimensions that I went with for each section. And the other side of the room, the left side, this is the right side, mirrors this one. I went 22.5, 30.5, and then it was whatever it was to the wall, ended up being 35.5. And then let's take a look at what it looks like from the front. Here we have 38.5 inches on the ends and 30.5 inches in each center section. And one last thing is I redid all of the bathrooms in my house. So in the middle of this video, when I was showing what was behind that closet wall, that was a master bathroom that I also redid myself. That bathroom is about, I think it's 10 feet by 20 feet. It's 20 feet long, 10 feet wide. So it's pretty big, and that took quite a while because I tiled the walls all the way to the ceiling around the entire room. I don't have any video of that bathroom remodel, but I did take a lot of pictures along the way, and I'm going to put together a video showing that at some point in the near future. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below, and I will see you in the next video.